I have the power to ask you something, but I don't know what. Sad face, haha. What string gauge do you use? I use 10 to 52 or 10 to 62 on a 7 string. What is your favorite genre of music at the moment? Mostly newer jazz. Yeah. Favorite DM band? Actually, no bands have ever DM'd me, so I don't have a favorite one. But you know, if you have a band and you want to DM me, you can DM me right there. Yeah. Would you rather have $5,000 guitars or one $5,000 guitar, and what would they be? This is the easiest question ever. Of course, I would rather have 5, sell a couple of them, and then have 3 really good, like I'll modify them. Or I can just sell all 4 of them and just have one. You know, I'd rather have like 1 or 2 good guitars. You know, after like 2000-ish, it's like the point of diminishing returns, you know? So it's not really worth it. When are you going to do a face reveal? Maybe at 500k subs. If you were a penguin, what would your name be? It would be Kirk Gifford, the penguin. Can we see the pistol you use in some of your older Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll leave the phone. Okay. Did you build your computer yourself? Yes, I did. Yeah, it's just a 970 i5, 1TB hard drive, SSD. I was thinking about upgrading, but I really don't want to go through it now that I'm like filming 4K and stuff. But I don't think I need it right now. I'm not doing these big ass, projects. My videos are 2 minutes. Are you going to release more good albums, EPs soon, bro? No. But I'm going to release some average/bad albums and EPs soon, bro. What is it like having Serj Tankian as your dad? It's really hard, honestly. Like I'm sleeping in the morning and he just comes in the room and he's like, and I'm like, Dad, Habibi, please let me sleep a bit more. I have 5 minutes. Will you put this question in the Q&A? Maybe I'll think about it actually. What musicians, non-guitarists, have had an influence on you as a musician? Easy, like Jimi Hendrix, Steve Vai, Joe Satriani. I really love the way they, handle the flute and the trombone. Like it's so amazing. Make a small review of your life. Where are you from? Where do you live? That stuff. We want to know you, bro. Keep making those cool videos. I'm from Lebanon. I live in California. Is this a racetrack, bro? Or? How long does it usually take you to shoot and edit the video before you upload it? Like 30-40 minutes. And then editing maybe like an hour tops. So yeah, I usually have everything up within 2 hours. Do you have some kind of guitar practice routine? I do not have a guitar practice routine. I don't think I've ever had, which is good and bad at the same time. It keeps things fresh, but at the same time, I sit and I play the same 10 licks, same 5 arpeggios, and then I call it a day. And then I'm like, why am I not getting better at guitar? Why do I suck? And I see someone who's good and they have a practice routine, and I'm like, maybe I need a routine. Then I see someone who's good and they don't have a practice routine, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing it right. But then I don't get better because, I play the same 6 licks. A message to you, Rudy. I accept your message.
How to tell if potato is pregnant?
Are you pregnant?
No.
Oh, okay. What is your job in real life? I work in fast food. I love it so much. I'm actually about to go full time. I'm thinking about it maybe at the end of the summer. But I'm really scared, it's a dumb decision. But if you do want to support me, I do have a Patreon linked in the description where you can go support me on Patreon. Link in the description. Let me touch your mustache. Rudy, when's the next Q&A? Oh man, you're watching it right now. Haha, I got you. Have you ever considered trying stand-up comedy? No, I haven't, because to be a comedian, you have to be funny, What's your biggest musical goal, bro? I think my musical goal is, right now, I'm trying to just be a better overall, all-rounded player, Sorry, I was looking at the TV, the way it's plugged in. I forgot I did that. The plug on the wall broke. I just have a huge ass extension going, and then it's just floating. I just noticed that I left it there, and it looks disgusting. That was a UPS truck, guys. If you never picked up music, how broke would you be right now? I mean, what would you be doing instead? Music basically is everything my life is based around. It's different because, I moved to LA because, I wanted to be a filmmaker. But, everybody moves to LA wanting to be a filmmaker. And I'm lucky enough to get to do it, kind of do it for a living right now. We call this whatever I do, filmmaking. I have no idea what I would be doing,
I was born in Italy in 1977. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. But then I found music. And I was like, that's what I want to do in my life.
Card was full, so I had to delete some clips off the card. Why did you become vegan? I used to eat a lot of meat, but then one day my wife came and she was like, I think I'm gonna go vegan. I was like, vegan? Of course not. Of course I'm not gonna go vegan. What am I gonna have for breakfast? I like eggs, I like chicken. But I just, saw these documentaries. I was woke. And, the animal meat industry is something that I do not want to support anymore. And knowing that just by changing my diet and knowing that millions of other people change their diets and the way it affects the environment, like people think it doesn't affect the environment, but yeah, it does. Not only you save the environment, you save, your body. I feel way better, it gives you better skin. Except right now, because I got my eyebrows waxed and I am having a reaction. But at least my eyebrows look okay, I think. Please compliment my eyebrows because I'm self-conscious. Okay. But yeah, man, if you want to make the switch and go vegan, just go vegan. There's a bunch of meat alternatives. Like right now I have meatballs and sausage in the fridge and, they're vegan. They're not the healthiest options, but, if you just try to stick to whole foods, plant-based, foods, nothing can beat that. Okay. What's your favorite interval? It's going to be a minor sixth. Thick. Why are you so goddamn sexy? Magically become proficient in any instrument other than guitar. It would definitely be the saxophone. Did I just answer 2 questions by the same person? Yes, I did. I'm sorry, guys, but they're interesting questions. Yeah, it would definitely be the saxophone because that instrument is just so expressive. Like every time I hear a saxophone, I'm like, oh. I really like the sound of that. You have friends? Actually, no, I do not have friends. When are you dropping your toe reveal? Ugh. Consider Davey 504 as your biggest and deadliest rival. I don't know why you guys compare me to Davey. We have such different content. He actually plays music and he's talented. And, he drops regular videos that are quality. And on the other end of the spectrum is me. Who doesn't do any of that. I would consider my rival to be myself, my own thoughts, my insecurities. What are good reliable websites I can use to trade gear? Craigslist. It's really easy to see what's shady and what's not. I haven't had a single shady transaction on Craigslist. Also take a look at OfferUp and Let Go. And OfferUp, I've done most of my gear trades, like all of the gear that you see here is acquired through OfferUp. Learn how to do video editing. Back when I used to skateboard in Lebanon, I used to film skate videos and edit them. And I was like, this is fun. So I learned a bit of editing and I went to college and I did, film. They don't really teach you, especially in Lebanon. So most of the editing I learned is by doing it and then watching films, seeing what works and what doesn't. Yeah, I like editing. It's fun. You can make everything seem different. Like my videos, if you want to see behind the scenes, make sure to support me on Patreon. What are your thoughts on doing a video that got KMAC 2021? I can do that is a big comment. Have you and how do you define success for yourself? Success is very relative. A person who came from Lebanon where you can only make like $3 an hour minimum wage working a regular job. So this is very successful, for me. And I am thankful. But as in like self-fulfillment, I'm not fulfilled. There's always a lot to learn. It's just a lifelong journey of learning. How do you manage to make conversations with yourself feel so natural yet uncomfortable? Anyone with like basic knowledge of conversation editing can do it. Do you actually laugh in your outtakes? Can we see them? Yeah, I laugh a lot. I do have behind the scenes videos, as I mentioned, in my Patreon. Can you play Highway Star by Deep Purple? Yeah, I can. Click here and you watch me play it. How old were you when you left Lebanon? I left Lebanon at 20 years old, so in 2015. I'm old. You work in a fast food store, but you're a vegan. Is that hard for you? It's very hard. Like, it baffles me how much meat is consumed every day. I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because I did eat meat. Like, there are barely any vegans out there who were born not eating meat. The only one I could think of is Nimai Delgado. He's a vegan bodybuilder, and he was born vegetarian and then switched to vegan. You just get to that point where, like, I don't want to, you know, f with meat anymore. Do you know what rhymes with Ayoub? YouTube? Gay. You got me there. Who are your comedic influences? You know, shows like Community, The Office, Parks and Rec, you know, anything with Steve Carell in it, basically. I did meet Steve at a brunch place here in California. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna bother him. I'm just gonna take a candid picture of him, which is completely okay. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Get it? Like, tuning? Like, guitar tuning? It's funny, you know, it's you know, because this is a music themed channel. Guitar music, you know, that's why it's funny. Maybe it's time to buy a mic stand, do you think? Yeah, I'm not stretching the video, by the way, for ad revenue. I don't do that.